morning, everybody. Today I will be giving you a brief introduction about anatomy. Anatomy is the science which deals with the study of human body. So this subject is of utmost importance for medical, dental, as well as people like you who are studying Ayurvedic medicine. So anatomy, like I said, is the study of the structure of human body. There are various types of anatomies. First is cadaveric anatomy, in which we study about the structure of the dead body. This word is derived from the term cadaver, which means dead body. Second type of anatomy is embryology, in which we study about the structures of the embryos of various organisms, may it be human beings or amphibians or reptiles or anything, or all the species. Then third is clinical anatomy. In this type of anatomy, whatever we have studied in the cadaveric anatomy, we apply to the patients in clinical anatomy. Next branch is evolutionary anatomy. This is a very important branch. It studies how different species evolve over a time and how the structures or the body organs in each species differ as it grows through its life from the stage of embryo to the stage of an adult. Then there is radiographic anatomy or radiological anatomy. This is used. This is of utmost importance. If anybody of you wants to go for radiological Ayurveda, which is an upcoming branch, in this you will be taught about how to figure out which organ is which when you are shown the X-rays or MRIs or any of the radiographical reports. So these were some branches of the anatomy. Now I will be teaching you about some basic terms which you should know before you start studying anatomy. So first is you should know that there are three planes in our body. A plane is any surface which divides our body into two halves. So there is one plane which is known as sagittal plane. This plane, sagittal plane, it divides our body into left and right half. And this plane passes through the mid portion of the body. So it divides our body into left and right half. Second plane is the coronal plane. Now this plane divides our body into anterior and posterior half. Okay, so since this is your starting, anterior means the front portion and posterior means the back portion. So when I am standing like this, you are seeing my anterior side, and when I turn towards the board, you are seeing my posterior side. So if you want to remember it easily, you can remember like this. Anterior means aage and posterior means piche. A and P. So anterior is the front portion, posterior is the back portion. So coronal plane is that plane of the body which divides our body into anterior and posterior portion. And the third plane is the transverse plane. This plane divides the body into upper and lower half. So it passes through the abdomen. So you may have a question that what is the importance of these planes? See, these planes are very important when you want to figure out the exact position of an organ or a structure inside the body. You will come to know as we take further lectures on the digestive system, on the respiratory system, in every lecture of added on. So these were the three planes: sagittal, coronal and transverse plane. So now you should be familiar with some of the basic terms which we use for describing movements which take place in our body. The first term is flexion. Okay, so this is derived from the word flex, which means to bend. Flexion is when two segments of the body come closer to each other. For example, I am bending my elbow. So this is called flexing the elbow. In that my two segments of the body, my arm and my forearm, are coming close to each other. So that is known as flexion. Now extension. It is that movement of the body in which two segments move away from each other. For example, this is my flexed elbow. Now I am straightening my elbow, which is called extension, in which the two segments move away from the body. Now third is rotation. There are two types of rotations which take place at all the joints in our body. First is internal and then external. Internal rotation means when the segment of the body moves towards the midline of the body. For example, this is my hand straight like this. When I am moving it inwards, I am performing internal rotation, and when I am moving it outwards, it is external rotation. And then there is circumduction. Which is a combination of all the movements: flexion, extension, internal and external rotation. So when I move my hand like this, I am performing circumduction. And yeah, there are some other terminologies also. For example, lateral flexion. Lateral flexion is when you move your segment of body away from the midline. It is, for example, I am standing like this. If I bend my trunk like this, I am performing lateral flexion of my trunk. And another term, it is called as, okay, so these were the terms related to movement. So in the next lecture now we will be studying about some more terms which are used for describing a specific position of the organs in our body.